Well, SVL Limited, that's the holding company of the non-financial businesses of the Shriram Group, was admitted into the bankruptcy process by the NCLT in Chennai on 10th of September. This would mean that the insolvency resolution professional will take control of the assets and liabilities of SVL, and hence that could halt any potential remedial actions that were being planned by the company to discharge its liabilities, unless, of course, the company takes measures to come out of that bankruptcy process. Now, Shriram Transport Finance had provided a corporate guarantee of 870 crores on non-convertible debentures sold by SVL. That is, of course, due for repayment only in June 2019. But let's get in Umesh Revankar, the CEO and MD at Shriram Transport Finance Company, to explain the potential impact on the company. Mr. Revankar, what does the admission of SVL to NCLT mean for the 870 crore corporate guarantee that was given by Shriram Transport?
See, at this stage, I don't think there is any such it did not get escalated to our corporate guarantee. The SVL will be able to address this particular NCLT case. The amount is very small. The dispute between one of the subsidiary of SVL and the customer, and I think they'll be able to address it. The amount is around 6 crores. And that they'll be able to address it. So I don't think it has anything, any potential risk of linking it to the guarantee given by STFC at this stage.
So if the amount is that small, why have the promoters even let this reach the NCLT stage in the first place?
See, that is a dispute between customer and the company there. So there could be any dispute. We need to understand. Maybe we can go through the NCLT order, which is there in the public domain, and understand. So it is. So I don't want to comment on that. So this any disputes like this can go to NCLT today. So that is the situation, and that doesn't mean that the company will go for bankruptcy immediately.
Right, sir, but I'm just trying to understand where this confidence of yours stems from. For example, in your ongoing dialogue with SVL and Shriram Capital, what have they been saying? What is the promoter group's future course of action? I mean, June 2019 is not very far away either. So if SVL Limited is facing or is under stress, that would clearly have some implications for you, because then it only increases the chances of invocation of that corporate guarantee that was given.
Yeah, see, our founder has openly come out and explained and told to the media around last month that the STFC shareholders or investors will not have any impact because of this, and the founder group or promoter group will take care of any of the liabilities. So I don't think we need to, STFC investors need to have any worry about this.
So you had said that you had some shares that were pledged to Shriram Transport, and the last time that we spoke in June, you had told us that it was enough times coverage on the valuation. Where does it stand right now?
Yes. Yeah, as well, shares we have, valuation report also is there. So that is something is separate, because only when they are not able to service, then only it gets invoked. So right now we can't discuss on that matter.
Okay, so the exposure towards SVL has been treated as standard under Ind AS so far. So with SVL being dragged into the NCLT, yes, what is then the treatment of this exposure that you have under Ind AS? How much provisioning would you need to make?
No, if the SVL, SVL is confident of addressing this particular issue, since it's a small amount, they'll be able to address. So the question of the entire guarantee being invoked, it doesn't arise at this stage.
Right, but sir, in terms of provisioning under Ind AS, you wouldn't be required to create any additional provisions, at least currently.
Right now, we don't really think that is needed. we'll examine and we'll get back to at the right time.
Okay, so just assuming in the worst case scenario of the guarantee being invoked, say by June next year, what kind of an impact then would that have on the books of Shriram Transport Finance? This is of course if in the case of worst case situation.
No, we have already explained that promoter group will take care, and HDFC investors or shareholders or HDFC balance sheet will not have any impact. That has been already told.
All right. So, no, but we are trying to understand, because if the promoter sounds so confident, the question that analysts are raising is that the promoter group probably will have to sell stake in some of their holdings to be able to meet that obligation then.
Yeah, when that arises, I think the right step would be taken.
All right. Okay. So, and finally, in July, you had told us that there were some preliminary discussions that were ongoing with Shriram City Union Finance for exploring a merger. Have you all decided to take this idea further?
Yeah. See, internal discussion is still on. So that is a separate discussion. It has nothing to do with this. But that discussion is on. So we are seeing overall advantages for the total group and investors of both SCUF and HDFC. If there is a reasonably good reason to come together, then only the proposal will be discussed and it will be presented to the board. Right now, it is not come to that level.
Any timeline for it?
No timeline.
All right, Mr. Revankar, thank you very much for speaking with Bloomberg. Couldn't appreciate your time.